This is a reality I was not ready to admit.
Are we having fun yet?
Okay, another disappointing loss, another day. So let's talk about the Spurs once again. And I know that this is going to be really tough to talk about, but I've come to a reality, and I think that it will be best for your own mental health if you come to this reality as well. So let's talk about this. I truly believe that right now, as it stands, the San Antonio Spurs don't have a Batman, but most importantly, I don't even think we have a Robin. Now, what do I mean by that? I think that a Batman obviously is a guy that just comes in, get you buckets, who's the leader of the team, superstar level, maybe even all NBA level type of talent, okay? MVP type of talent, all-star type. I don't think we necessarily have that. Now, will we have that? Sure, like any of these guys can kind of grow into that, especially some of the ones with a lot of potential, like Lonnie Fossell, DJ Keldon. Like, these guys have a lot of potential. But when it's all said and done, I have to be completely honest. I don't think any of these guys are a Batman. Now, as far as a Robin, what do I mean by that? I mean, a Robin to me would be just a second guy that maybe once every 3 games, once every 4 games could put you up, 30 points. Somebody who can give you buckets every now and then, just single-handedly win the game for you. I don't think we have that a lot. I think DeJounte Murray kind of did it once in a fourth quarter, but other than that, it's been very scattered on who's playing well and who's not playing well any given night. It's very frustrating. It's to the point where it's so inconsistent till you can't really say with a straight face, oh, this guy's a Batman, oh, this guy's a Robin to a Batman. Because I'll say it like this, even when we had DeMar DeRozan was the guy. You can see him on a different team and how well he's doing, but even with us, he would save the day. He was the main facilitator. We could just go to him for one-on-ones. Like, he could ISO anyone. Like, he was really important to us. But even with that being said, we couldn't make the playoffs. Why? Because I don't think that we had a Robin. And I'm starting to believe that even more so now when we're getting to see these players up close and personal. Now, that seems like a very negative thing, which it kind of is, but it's also a positive because you got to think of it this way. When you look at this team and we're not really having a clear-cut star on the team by any means, they're still losing these games within very close range. Now, this one is inexcusable against OKC. Obviously, that's inexcusable. But other games in which that we've talked about, it's all been close. And I think that kind of shows that this team has a lot of heart and these players play hard. And I think that when you have a foundation like that, it can only benefit you. Now, if Primo does come up and become that guy, or Devin Vassell eventually becomes that guy, I think that we're in a really good position. And whether anybody's gone, because I don't think that this team will be the same team next year, it seems more so like a tryout. And right now, there is a lot of positives that you can take from this team. And the main positive is they play with a lot of tenacity. And that's a good thing, because that's what you want going forward. So if we go into the draft and we do get a player, we do get another great player, or we build up, some type of star power from the draft, then from there, you're still going to have pieces and you're going to still have the mentality that you want going forward. But I'll be lying with you guys if I said that I'm not frustrated. Like, every other night is just something different. It's some different thing that we did wrong. It's certain players that step up and other players don't. Like, none of us was expecting this team, and this isn't the first time that they've shot around 20% from 3. This isn't the first time. And just looking at it overall, like, Lonnie Walker 3 for 10, he's been inconsistent. DeJounte Murray, if we're gonna need DeJounte Murray to be that guy, that's inconsistent. And don't get me wrong with Derek White. I mean, Derek White shooting, especially shooting wise, he has been just dreadful. And they know this, they do. But these guys, the reason why they're not gonna be able to just get it together like all in one swoop is because none of them are in those positions. None of them are Batmans. None of them are Robins. They're not going to be able to just take over games frequently. I think that in order for us to even be contending, we would have to have some type of star on the team. And even last season, virtually, not necessarily, with the additions of McDermott and Brent Forbes, but we kind of had a similar team last season and we still weren't able to make the playoffs. even with a all-star talent in DeMar DeRozan. So I don't know, man. It's very frustrating, but with that being said, I am proud of this team and how tough they play. They don't give up. They go, 110 miles per hour throughout the entire game, but it just seems like it's always something each game. It's always something, and that's what happens with bad teams that don't know how to win, and teams that don't have a Batman or Robin. It happens. So we're gonna have to deal with this a little bit longer. Hopefully they get it together and we can get on some type of streak, just so we can enjoy the season. But this isn't looking good thus far, guys. This is one of those losses that there's not a lot of positives to just like grab at, but at the same time, you gotta trust the process. Trust the process. All right, I'll give it to you guys later, man. Thanks for all the love. If you want to support the channel, link in the description for that. I'll give it to you guys. Deuces, man.